But I'm back, and like I was saying, I'm not going to apologize to Project Gaia for saying their name wrong for all these months, because it's embarrassing. They could have told me like months ago I was saying it wrong. But anyway, they are going to do a recap of the 42nd, I believe, live letter. And they're going to go over the recap with Eureka and all that kind of thing. So, let me... Okay, you guys, I'm up live and going. Okay?
Awesome. We'll let him know.
Okay. So... I've got them on Discord because they also talk about it in Discord. So, hopefully you guys will be able to hear all this. And I myself will be really super quiet to the best of my ability. Let me set up my channel.
Oh, fuck this bug. This chat. Hey, Dem. So, I don't know what you may have read in FC chat or if you've been logged in. So, during the meeting, we're keeping all the conversations in Slash the same and trying to keep it to a minimum. Those joining us on Discord voice right now, the request is to, while the meeting is underway,
That is so weird because I'm hearing it through. Where am I hearing it from? That is so weird because I'm hearing it through. Where am I hearing it? Oh. Oh my god. Some days I'm really bad. Okay.
Everything that we have is
okay.
What the English translation has given for the live note as it is written in Japanese. And we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to ask that everyone please put a hard mute on your mics for this meeting. And we are underway. My gamer, you're up to do your thing. Thank you again for streaming us. And here we go. Thank you everyone for being here tonight. We will be using /say to talk here, not in the FC chat. Questions or comments and concerns will come after the meeting, and there will be 0 interruptions. This is posted from Alex. Tonight we will be going over the live letter from yesterday. All information comes from both the official and unofficial forms as it comes up to be translated for those who can translate Japanese to English via its context base. Links will be uploaded during the meeting, and towards the end of the meeting, sometime thereafter, we will also be putting the patch notes in the patch notes section of Discord. I, Shinigami K, will be on Discord going over everything as well, and we will try to cover as much information as possible. But remember that we will have to wait for the official patch notes. Also, please do pause while I'm waiting for him to finish his macro. Do not comment on the patch notes tab for tonight, so others can view them as well. Please use Coffee Talk to make any and all comments, questions, or concerns during the meeting within our Discord, so that way we don't bury the patch notes. Alright, patch 4.25 will be about Ereka, for those of you who like to hear it in Japanese. In English, it's pronounced Eureka. The Forbidden Land. This content will be about the next anima weapon, anima for those of you who pronounce it that way, and the anima gear. It will be an instance where 144 players can participate. It will be kind of like how Diadem runs, but not exactly. I don't know if he's going to post this in what he says, but what he had mentioned earlier, this new run for solo queue and create parties, or make a party before you queue. So when you queue up for Eureka, you can create a party while you're there, or do it beforehand. There will be a leveling system within the instance, kind of like how the Palace of the Dead is, but not exactly like Palace of the Dead. The system will be based off of an elemental system. Those of you who came from Final Fantasy XI will be familiar with this elemental system, as well as the area in which this instance will be run. As you kill enemies in Eureka, you'll gain elemental levels. You can assign 2 elements to give yourself an advantage over your enemies. Your maximum level will be, at this time, level 20. After you attain level 6, if you do somehow croak and die and don't get rezzed after a 10-minute timer, you will lose all of those levels. After you attain level 11 and you die, you will lose a level, very much like how Final Fantasy XI was run. When you do exit Eureka, you will keep your progress, just like how Palace of the Dead is. More zones will be added in the future as patches become available in time. Pardon my pauses, as he can only type so much, and I wait for finished sentences to come up. The new elemental system has a name for it, and it is called, I like to say, Gaia, or Magia board. Any of you who are anime fans will know that the Japanese pronounce M-A-G-I as Magi or Magi. This board he made a correction. At level 6, you will lose elemental points. So when you die, points that you allot into your elements will be reduced as punishments. The Magia board will be a board that you can kind of keep tabs on what's going on. There's a point system for it. They are adding, I believe it might be an item, and it's going to be called Magicites. Every enemy that you will be facing has an elemental affinity. Such as, if an enemy has a lightning affinity, you're going to want to have water element points to be able to do more damage. For you D&D players, think of it as magic reduction and damage reduction. And you want to overcome that by using like piercing or other elements that defeat that purpose. Very similar to other Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy VII. If you were facing up against a mecha type enemy, you wanted to use Lightning Bolt or any other style of casting of lightning to do more damage. The Magicite board that you will see will have a number that will go up to 5, and it will allow you to spin the board to adjust to different enemies. I hope that is different enemies. You can type in the word diff. I hope that's not to adjust the difficulty. I believe it is different enemies. The entrance to Eureka will be in Kugane by the docks, and there will be an NPC that you can talk to that will take you there. For those of you who are hoping that this will be a short run type scenario, it's not going to be. This instance is going to be a 3-hour long instance. Those of you who are from World of Warcraft will remember 3-hour long raids, just like the Wrath of Lich King was when it first came out. This is not something that you're going to want to go into haphazardly and think, alright, I'm just going to go ahead and leave. It doesn't work like that. You go in, you're in. You want out, well, you're losing stuff. So make sure that you can dedicate up to 3.5 hours of your light when you're going to do this. Mounts will not be usable within Eureka until you finish the expedition. Kind of like Diadem, you have a mission status that you have to finish before you can go into the is projected that it's either going to be on the 28th of February or March 6th. There will also be questions regarding jobs during the live letter. You can go over those in the link to the official notes, which we will be skipping at this moment, since nothing will be set in stone until further patch updates. Okay, there will be minor things added as well, but we'll wait for the full patch notes and updates. What those minor add-ons will be, we aren't currently sure yet, again, because it hasn't been released, and or what was released in Japanese has yet to be translated to English. So please be patient as the pros of Reddit and other forum boards are doing their best and working as hard as they can to make these translations in order for them to be more understandable in English. For those of you who may not know Japanese, it's not like German or English where the sentence structures that you have learned are linear to you. Most other languages around the world, especially Latin-based ones, are not said the way we say them. If you were to directly translate other languages into English, words would be out of place to your understanding, and you would have to kind of figure it out and replace the words. Furthermore, if you are a new player, I'd recommend you get to know the anime aspect of the game. And if you are if you're not a new player and you haven't gone through anime runs yet because you've been rushing through MSQs to catch up to your buddies and get into cooler dungeons to get cooler gear, highly suggest that you take a break from your usual routine, whether mundane or not, and get with people who know about anima weapon. If you're already in the midst of doing your relic weapon, if I recall, your relic weapon, when you finally complete it, can be switched over into the anima weapon. That's all old school ARR vanilla expansion of the game, and as the game went on, they kind of revamped it when Heaven's Word came out. I know that pain. I'm in the midst of that with my anima weapon and my relic weapons. But if you do go through the anima aspect of the game currently, it's going to pay off in time for raid and or glamours for your weapon systems. So highly suggest that you devote some time to that. It's actually kind of fun, and it doesn't really make you do much anything out of the norm of what you already do when it comes to dungeon raiding and getting your poetics. You'll use poetics to purchase items in order to turn those items in. Those of you who are familiar with this kind of marketing scheme, it's what you see when you go into Mordona and Idleshire on how you exchange your weapons and other items as cash to convert your items into other things. This new content will be highly introduced in the new system, which myself, Alex, and several other players are really hyped up about. And the new system is going to equal future projects for players in FCs. So look forward to that if you're a crafter or you're into getting to other other aspect of mechanics other than just, kicking the door style gaming. As always, when the new information gets released, we will be releasing that information update to everybody. That will not be just subject to only a few. This information is a right-to-know board type of information. So we will keep you informed when we know. Though I don't decline you asking so often, just in case you haven't been on for a week or something, to ask if any new information has been given. But we promise we're going to keep you up to date. Anytime something new comes up and we get the information, we will place it in patch notes. That's all for the live letter. So on to other things. Next Sunday, we'll be having our FC's first beach party. It will be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Costa del Sol. It will be a swimsuit contest. Grandma Gamer, I'm sure that we're going to want you to come on down if you have the chance and do a stream. It'll be another costume contest. 3 sets of swimsuits. Use sparkles, use abilities, and use other things, skills, etc. to make your glamour stand out. Be creative. The winner will win a mount from the MOG station. FC members can only participate in the actual contest itself, but friends and family are welcome to come and be in the audience and cheer on your favorite personnel. At this time, we will take questions and comments or concerns. And for those of you here in voice chat, this is where the leash of mute is taken off. You may unmute your mics. Please be considerate and courteous to others. When it comes to mic time, everyone has questions, so we're going to give people a few moments per question to answer. First question up right now is, do you think it is worth it to do the animal weapon stuff right now when the new version is around the corner? Alex does agree that yes, it would be worth it, because the way that this game works, like from ARR to Heavensward to Stormblood, the things that you completed in Endgame, like the animal weapon, or from ARR they had the relic weapons. The relic weapon that is completed could be used to start your animal weapon for Heavensward. And Anthony Recon is specifying that the anima will not transfer to this one like before. A couple players are wondering if they could have just avoided the anima weapon altogether. Kane wants people to understand that the animal weapon is always a good to go if you like the look of them. For those of you who have never seen animal weapons, especially in their completed forms, they're pretty bad A. Like, they're pretty cool looking. I'm going through anima right now, and my character has, I'm on phase 5 of anima weapon, and I like the look of it. It suits my blue armor. It actually goes together once I draw the weapon out. The blue aura that it has with flames, it kind of looks really kick butt.
I have the Walk Night one.
Hey.
Nice.
Like that.
Nanolon Sillen is asking if there will be scheduled runs for the new content, and as of right now, there is nothing set in stone that there will be, but I can almost guarantee with how things run within our FC, like diadems and raids, we will eventually have players who will want to take charge and lead parties. So I'm sure that in time, yes, there will be scheduled times, especially for those of you who are in EU servers, or well, would be in an EU server. Those of you who are in Europe and Asia, Australia, and other locations not in America, more than likely there will be players online who will end up setting something up for your time frame when you guys are up and playing. So you're not really left out. If no one does establish that, well, I'm going to say this the Marine Corps way. If no one's doing it, take the initiative. If you want something like that to be started and no one else is going to do it, sit down with yourself for a little while. Get something set up in your head. Write it on paper. and then bring it up to the chain. And we're probably just going to end up saying, yeah, go ahead, run that. Do what you want to do. We might make suggestions and advisements, but other than that, if you end up wanting to run something, it's your show. Just, keep it PG, not just, parental guidance, but keep it humble, respectful, friendly. And that way things go smoothly. I'm trying to read through the say stuff that I'm sure you guys, those of you who are online can read this. I'm just trying to find the stuff that actually stands out, that those of you who are not logged into the game right now. People are just kind of talking more opinion-based. A question from DNA Mystic, wondering if we had said if there was 144 players. Yes, the proposed amount of people who will be allowed into this instance, I don't know if it's just server-wide or globally, but a total of 144 players will be allowed into the instance at once, whether they're in your party or not. So you're gonna wanna group up fast and group up good when you get in.
Shit.
Yes.
For future reference, AF gear is the job gear. AF3 would be your level 70 job gear. It's AF1's 50, AF2 is 60, AF3 is 70.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. I think I've got the Project Gaia's Discord. It was so weird because it was coming through my cell phone. See, my cell phone. I was listening through them in my cell phone, and then all of a sudden it started coming through my controller, and I was like, what is going on? That is just... I don't know what happened. I was like, wow, wait, they're talking in two different places. Anyway, that was Project Gaia's recap on the 4.25 live letter, or the 4.25 patch that's coming up. It was the 42nd live letter. I'm getting my numbers confused. And as you heard, it's all about the Eureka taking hold and everything. So it's really super great, and everybody is really anticipating this. It was said that it will be released either on February 28th, which is in like 2 weeks, or actually it's in 17 days, or it will be released on March 6th. So we will see what happens and what takes place, and so we're all really super excited about this happening. And I know I'm really excited about it. I will either be here on the 28th to do a live stream on what I can, or I'll be on the road on the 6th, and maybe I can find some place with some really good Wi-Fi that I could log into to get into the game on March 6th. So one way or the other, I will be doing a live stream on the new patch. So that's going to be it for me for today. I've done 3. This is my 4th live broadcast today, and so I'm good to go. So I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Have fun, take care, and be safe out there.